What's up, guys? So today I wanted to share with you guys my tennis strategy. Basically it's just live betting on the underdogs, but I'm gonna get into all the little details of how to bet tennis and like where you want your entry point to be in. So stay tuned for this video. It's gonna be a good one. So this is like the only profitable way to bet tennis. But the great thing about tennis is it's not rigged. It's purely up to the players. There's no ref involved. There's no like bullshit fouls like football or basketball. There's no like the ref like stopping certain players from hitting their lines, the ref stopping the spread from hitting, the ref stopping from underdog team from winning. There's none of that stuff in tennis, which I love. It's purely based on the players. And if they were rigging it, like they would have to like tell the players to do bad or something. But like the players are traveling there, they're paying for their hotel, they're trying to win the money, and I don't think it's rigged at all. So this is the one sport that isn't rigged, right? So this is we can use this to our advantage by hitting the underdog money lines. So you hit the underdog money lines in any other sport, it's gonna be like you're fighting against a ref. Um, yeah, let's look at the pre-match research. So basically, for tennis, it's 6 games per set to win. You have to get to six before the other guy gets to six, and it's like a win by two type of thing. They have to win by two, and once they win, if they win like 6-4 or 7-5 or like 6-3, 6-2, then the set is over, and then that's one set, and then you want two set points to win. So it's like a best out of three sets, and then there's 6 games to win a set, and they basically only have to win two sets to win the match, right? So keep that in mind. Some tournaments for men's tennis, they have to win 3 sets to take down the win. So they have to win 3 out of 5. But for most matches, it's they have to win 2 out of 3 sets. So we'll keep that in mind for when we're betting. So we're gonna look at the records pre-match. We're gonna look at the last 10 matches, and we're gonna see what odds are at the pre-match, right? So if they're like plus 200, plus 300, plus 400 pre-match, like the underdog is, then we might want to take them, right? So does the underdog have a chance to take down the better seed? I don't know. Let's do some research. We're gonna look at the last 10 matches. We're gonna look at the records. We're gonna look how the underdog compares against hard opponents. And yeah, we're gonna use the score to do all this research. So there's an app called the Score. Get it for your phone. It's free, and it's like ESPN basically with better stats. So live tennis betting. We're gonna hit the underdog for value. That's like our whole strategy, right? The starting odds are plus 360 and they're down a set. The odds are gonna go to plus 2500, and we're gonna hit them right at the plus 2500 for 1 unit, 2 units, 3 units, and our unit size is $10. So it's just a single leg parlay. It's just a straight bet, and we're gonna put like $10 on it, and it'll be like 10 to 250 with these type of odds. So we need to find a good entry point, like with good odds, and they still have to have a chance of coming back. Like if they're already down a set, and then they're down like 3-1 in the second set, they're probably not gonna come back. We might as well just give up on them. But if it's like the start of the second set, then they still have a chance. They can take the second set and then take the third set and then win the game. And if we're getting good enough odds, like if we get plus 2,500 odds, like we really only need like a 4% chance to be positive EV, like in the long run. Say we hit like 25 of these plus 2,500s. If we have like a 4% chance of hitting them, we're gonna like break even in the long run, right? But if we have a better than a 4% chance, we got like a 10% chance on hitting a plus 2,500, then we're positive EV, right? In the long run. So that's something we got to keep in mind. We want to be betting everything positive EV. And yeah, so we just need to find a good entry point, right? Where they have a chance of coming back. So we can do this when they're down like say they're down like 3-1 in the first set, then their line's gonna like skyrocket. And then the plus 360 initial line is gonna turn into like plus 1200. We're gonna hit them at the plus 1200 and hope they come back, right? So we're finding a good entry point, $10 units, single leg slips, so straight bets, and max 5 units to slip. We don't want to lose more than like $50 on a single tennis player. And we want to get an entry point with at least plus 800 odds. So we want to hit the guys when they're like down. We're gonna hit the underdogs when they're down, and then hope they make a comeback, basically. And this is like my entire strategy for tennis, and it works okay. A lot of times you're gonna lose your slips, but when you do hit, you're gonna make all the money back, right? So I hit this Zarzua girl to win the other day, and she came back and won, and I got her at like plus 3,600 odds, and I made like 500 bucks on her. And I did this again with like a different girl in the US Open, like plus 2,500 odds and hit it. Like it's not impossible. You just have to have enough chances. So you want to have enough slips to where the EV is gonna come back to you, right? But yeah, it's not impossible for the underdogs to win. It's just like less likely in tennis just because of the nature of the games. Like the good players will win every single serve, and then they'll get like one break point per set, and then that'll be enough for them to win the match, right? So it's hard for like um the underdogs to get a break point, but they'll usually get their serves. Like a lot of times they'll get points on most of their serves, but they'll be struggling to get a break point. But if they get the break point, then who knows? You could like book a win. Not and it's not too hard to book a win because it's just a straight bet. But yeah, I mean that's tennis. It's not gonna win every time, but when they do hit, you're gonna make a ton of money. So hedging. So if your player makes the comeback and the odds on the other player are plus 200 or greater, then we want to hedge. Like we might as well hedge. We're gonna win like say we're gonna win like 250 off the $10 um for our underdog to win. So if the other player is plus 200, we can put like 80 bucks on the other player and guarantee ourselves a plus or like a $250 win for the cost of like 90 bucks. So we're like guaranteeing ourselves a $160 profit. Or you can let it ride and see if that player actually closes out the match for you. But a lot of times you do want to hedge just because the other player is usually better and they're usually more clutch. So it's not a bad idea to hedge. If so say we bet on our player after they lost the first set, we bet on the underdog player, then they win the second set, and then they're up in the third set. That's when we'd hedge with the higher seed, right? So a lot of times they'll give you fair value on the cash out, so we can also just hit the cash out if we want. It's not a bad idea a lot of the time. So if they're giving us really good value on the cash out, we hit a plus 3,000 and then they're somehow in the lead. Like they're going to give us a really good cash out value. It's probably going to be a fair value, so we might want to consider just taking the cash out instead of hedging. But yeah, that's basically your options there. Good luck to you guys. I hope this strategy it works for you, some of you guys, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Join the Dub Club. I'm gonna be posting every single day in there, and I also got a course up. So if you guys want to check that out, you can. It's on the WAP, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.